Good morning, grade 3. A warm welcome to the English class. So, today we'll be reading a poem. It's called Cookies for Santa. So, this is a poem by the American poet Ken Nesbitt. So, Ken Nesbitt is a poet who writes humorous poems for children. And a couple of other of his famous works are When the Teacher Isn't Looking and Other Funny School Poems and My Dog Likes to Disco, funny poems for kids. The name of his first poetry was My Food Fell Asleep. You can read a small note about him in your textbook, page number 60. Now let's talk about the poem. So this poem is about a little boy who was doing preparations to welcome Santa for Christmas. And what happened? He had baked some cookies, but he ended up eating all those cookies. There were no cookies left for Santa. So this is a humorous poem full of imagery. Have you heard about use of imagery in poems? Imagery means the use of language to represent things that can be tasted, touched, smelled or felt or seen. So this poem is one full of imagery. All of you please open your textbook. Turn to page number 40. There is a warm-up exercise given there. Let's have a look at it. Here are a few good or not so good food choices. So this exercise talks about good choices in food habits. You have heard about healthy food and junk food. Is it good to have lots of junk food? No, it's not good for your body. It's not good for health. We should eat a balanced diet always. A diet that contains all the required nutrients to keep you going every day. So look at the pictures given here. The first one, you can see the picture of a sandwich. Choose a whole wheat sandwich instead of white bread sandwich. Eat with veggies. So when you compare white bread and brown bread, which is more healthier? Brown bread contains more fiber and more goodness. So you can always choose a brown bread or a wheat bread for sandwich instead of a white bread which contains refined flour. And make sure you eat a lot of veggies with it to make it more healthy. Now the next picture you can see, choose whole fruit instead of its juice. So which is more healthier, eating the whole fruit or drinking the juice? The fruit will contain more fiber and nutrients, but the juice will contain more sugar. So it's always better to have the fruit as whole. Eat salads. It's very important to include fresh salads in your diet every day. Now the next picture, there you can see a box full of fruits. Which is more healthier, fruits or sweets? Fruits are more healthier than artificial sweets. So you can always choose fruits over sweets for a more healthy lifestyle. Now, in the last picture, there is a question given. What do you want to have in your lunch box? So you might have a favorite food item. Is it healthy or is it junk? See what all things you would like to have in your lunch box. That you can write here. So if you are done with the warm-up activity, let's enjoy the poem. Please turn to page number 15. Let's read the poem together. Look into your textbook. So the first stanza, it goes like this. I baked a dozen cookies and I put them on a plate. And I set them out for Santa Claus except for one I ate. That cookie was amazing and I couldn't resist, so I ate another one that I was sure would not be missed. So what happened? This little boy was trying to welcome Santa for Christmas. So as part of the Christmas preparations, he baked some cookies, some delicious cookies. And he was about to set these cookies on the table for the Santa. He was waiting for the Santa. But then what happened? These cookies seemed and smelled so delicious. He couldn't resist. So first he ate one cookie. But then he got tempted again. So he ate one more cookie. So out of the dozen cookies, and what is dozen? Dozen means 12. A collection of 12 is called a dozen. So he had baked 12 cookies. Out of these, he ate 2 now. Let's see what happened next. I knew it wouldn't matter if I only ate one more. Then I gobbled up another one. Why not? That's only 4. And what happened? Then, moments later, he ate 2 more cookies. So, first he ate 2, then he ate 2 more cookies. Gobbled up means he ate quickly. He quickly ate another 2 cookies. Then what happened? I accidentally dropped another couple on the ground. I knew Santa wouldn't want them, so I swiftly scarfed them down. So what happened? He was on his way to keep these cookies on the table. First he ate 2 cookies, then he ate 2 more. Then what happened? He accidentally dropped 2 cookies on the floor. He did not mean to drop these cookies, but by mistake he dropped them. And what happened? He knew Santa wouldn't have eaten these cookies which were dropped on the floor. So only for that, he ate these 2 more cookies. He scarfed them down, means he gulped them down. So he ate away those 2 cookies which were dropped on the floor. Let's see what happened next. Another couple disappeared. I may have eaten those, though I couldn't say for certain, but I guess that's how it goes. So first he ate 2, then 2 again, then 2 again, then again he ate 2 more. A couple means a pair, 2 numbers, that's called a couple. I figured 4 was likely more than Santa Claus would need, so I polished off another few with unexpected speed. I figured 4 was likely more than Santa Claus would need, so I polished off another few with unexpected speed. Here the word polished off means that he finished eating. So there were a few more cookies left on the plate. He continued eating these cookies away. And before he even knew, he finished off all the cookies. Before I knew what had happened, all the damage had been done. And I realized I had accidentally eaten everyone. So what happened? The boy ended up eating away all the cookies he made for Santa. I guess it's best, since Santa sort of needs to watch his weight. When he visits us this Christmas, I sure hope he likes the plate. So right now, the boy is trying to justify why he ate away all the cookies. We all have seen Santa in pictures. And he is a huge figure, right? And right now, this boy is trying to justify that Santa needs to watch his weight, means to control his weight. And eating cookies when you're trying to control weight is not a good idea, right? So he's trying to justify that since Santa should control his weight, it's okay even if he did not get any cookies. It will only be good for him. This is how the boy is trying to justify. So what happened? The boy had baked a dozen cookies for Santa. These cookies were so delicious and smelling great, he couldn't resist. So first he ate 2 cookies, he couldn't resist. So he kept on eating the cookies, and at last he ended up eating away all the cookies he made for Santa. So children, did you like the poem? Shall we read this again? All of you please read this poem once again, and then you can do the reading comprehension exercise. So in the reading comprehension exercise, you can see the first question is tick the correct answer to complete each sentence. So based on your reading and understanding of the poem, you have to choose the correct option for each sentence given here. So after that, you have to move on to the section B, which is answer these questions. So based on your understanding, in your own words, you can answer these questions in your notebook. Then after that, you can move to the section C, and here you are asked to discuss in groups. Let's see what are the questions given there. Do you think the poet really baked the cookies for Santa? The second question is, the poet uses the word accidentally twice. Do you think everything happened accidentally? And the third question is, I guess it's best since Santa sort of needs to watch his weight. Do you agree with the poet? Why? Why not? So do you think the boy really baked cookies for Santa? And was it an accident that he ended up eating away all the cookies? Do you agree with the poet about this? Was it an accident? So whatever you think, Instead of discussing in groups, we cannot do that now, right? So instead of discussing in groups, you can discuss it with your parents or your siblings, and you can note down your points in the notebook. Now the next section is values and life skills, and here it talks about eating healthy. Many of us need to watch our weight, just like Santa does. Discuss any 2 ways in which you can remain fit and healthy. So here it says that many of us need to watch our weight. To watch our weight means to put a control on our weight. So some of us are on the higher side of weight. Some of us are on the lower side of weight. It depends. Each body is unique. But if you are trying to put a control on our weight, that is, if we are trying to watch our weight, we need to adopt a healthy lifestyle, right? So eating healthy is important to have a healthy weight, and it's also important to do proper exercise. You need to stay active. So you can discuss 2 ways of how to remain fit and healthy. You can think of it and you can write about it in your notebook. Just 2 ways of how we can remain fit and healthy. So once you have written the answers to all these questions, you can submit your answers in Microsoft Teams. So children, that's all for today. We'll meet in the next class with the exercise part of this chapter. Till then, bye.